I think fundamental human nature is much more tribal. I think when we think, how did we evolve to be the animals we are today, it's because we have developed strong instincts for bonding with people who we relate to, and those tend to be our caregivers at birth. And from those people, we develop our moral sentiments or our feelings about right and wrong, and from that we come to develop our trust. And if the people who are raising you look like you and speak like you and dress like you, that's a very profound human instinct to have a openness and a trust towards people who are part of your tribe, whether you're wearing the right clothes, whether it's, if you're white collar, it's a necktie for a guy and high heels for a woman. If you're a college student, it's a tri-delt sweatshirt. If you're a member of a street gang, it might be a tattoo of a certain kind. So there's a very strong tribal instinct, I think. But the question is, how do we go beyond that? And that was the worldview of my parents, and that was Adam Smith's worldview to some degree, because he writes about prudence being looking after your own narrow interests, which would certainly include the interests of your tribe. But he says a virtuous person over the course of their life comes to develop relationships with other people beyond their group, and this becomes superior prudence. And this is one of the strongest arguments for globalization and trade, which John Stuart Mill argued. When he was arguing for freer trade, it wasn't just because you become wealthier, which you will. It's because you're going to encounter people who are different. And by encountering people who are different and you interrelate with them and you interact and you develop moral sentiments for people who are different, that changes your worldview. And suddenly you are open to someone who might be of a different faith or a different culture. And that's the real power of globalization and trade. It's not just the wealth creation, it creates a different worldview.